Hello everyone, hello. Today we are planning September 29th through October 5th. So I already decorated my October because that came up quicker than I thought, but yet I am excited that it's here. So we have a busy week this week. I don't have everything listed on here yet. So I have 8:45 with my MDL, which is like a GI here. And there is sports day here for my son. So yeah, that's kind of a busy day. I need to get some more times for that, but yeah, I'm just this is my third video, so I'm slowing down a little bit. Apologize, even though this is the first video that you'll see. I recorded them in reverse order. I'm going to do this more on the quicker side. I have, let's see, my sticker book, which my organizer looks like this. So it has these like little vinyl pouches. Oops, about to take out all my markers. But unfortunately, when I put the Serica Studio stickers in the vinyl pouches, the ink started coming off of them, and so they're a little, they look weathered, but it's actually the little ink coming off. But we're going to use them anyway. I'm trying to store them a little differently. Like, can I store them? See, when I flipped them over, even the ink was coming back off onto the paper. I think I just need to store them differently. I'm not sure. Usually what I see, like just on her site, is like this is in like a paper, what is it called? Like craft cardboard paper insert that you put in a TN, like just a little folder thing. So there's not really any plastic involved in that. So maybe I'll do that. It's just hers. Like all the other stickers have been doing fine. It's just that the process that she uses, that's all. So yeah, after this video, there is an October coming out. There is, also I filmed playing around with some Faded Chronicle layouts. So that was fun to do as well. And then I just realized this is down here, so that's not my halfway point. So I'll go up here, and that's higher than a halfway point, but that's okay. We might split this up a little differently here. Just going with my gut feeling on this. Yeah, I think I'll fill this in. There we go. Yeah, it's been very busy. I did finally see a doctor, but they mixed up my appointments and they swapped it so that I was seeing the person who sets up my meds first, which is the nurse. And she's like, I don't know why they scheduled you this way, but we have to wait for your doctor to give the like go ahead on the meds. Like it's a little bit more than a prescription, right? Because it's like an infusion and stuff. But I'm just going to be putting leaves all over the place. That's all that's going to be on here because we are seeing falling leaves. Things are turning yellow, some oranges. And it's just going to be leaves everywhere. That's all this is going to be. I think, when I look outside, this is kind of what I'm seeing. It's just kind of a yellow to green still. I think I'll put this, I want to have some facing down. I don't know. I'm just putting leaves on a page so that I can plan my week. That's about it for now. A lot of them are facing up. We can flip those around. You can have some face down like that. But yeah, a lot of that ink came off that one. Anyway, so I was hoping that I would be getting a scheduled time to go into get my meds, and they're like, not quite yet, we gotta get the doctor's sign off on this. I'm just like, and I just looked at my calendar. I have a feeling it's going to be on Monday, the October 13th, because that's when I'm due for my next one. And I'm like, wow, just skip a whole one in between there. But I do have to say, even though there's a lot going on and there's a lot of new stuff here, I'm feeling less stress. And I really feel like that is making things better. This is going to be messy. We're just going to do it. Okay. Yeah, like I can notice if we hadn't moved, there would be a lot more going on right now stress-wise. And I also think that's incredibly unfair to people having more stress. It's true. Like I've always heard my doctors saying you need to lower your stress. And I'm just like, how? I'm just constantly stressed. And this is like the first time I'm feeling like, oh, wait, I feel a layer of many layers is less. And it's not fair to those who are still experiencing big levels of stress, but I don't think I could have done this in the States. I don't know. I don't think so. And it's a big deal. As in, I don't know how to say it because I feel bad for leaving, but I also feel better because my body is feeling better. So it's messy. And as my son said, when he came here and we showed him to one part of his school, he ended up going to a different location. Unfortunately, because it was such a beautiful location, but the school has two different parts. He's like, everyone should have this beautiful of a walk to wherever they're going, whether it's school or whatever. Like, everyone should be allowed this. And we're like, yeah. Now, I know a lot, there's people watching from all over, and people also saying, what is going on there? Why is all of this happening? And, I think the U.S. is very, well, that's going there, susceptible for being scammed. And a lot of people don't understand what's going on and don't understand a lot of politics. I don't know. That's about all I'll say about that. But I'll come back to the stress part. I should be feeling pretty bad by now with less meds in my system, and I'm surprised how good I feel but still know that I need to get my meds soon, and we need to get back on track. But it's coming. It's coming. So fortunately, the hospital that I go to is about, the bus ride itself was like 7 minutes, but to walk over and then arrive at the hospital, it's probably about 20 minutes total, it was great. It was just a nice fast bus and going the opposite direction. I feel like these are getting pretty full. I think I might have to wait on those. So I was more nervous about how do I get around this hospital, and went extra early, and it was pretty easy. So I don't know if all hospitals are like that here, but they just letter the wings, and you just go to that letter, and then you go to that floor. So I had to go to C2, and so I just went to the C wing and went up to level 2. Yeah, it was probably the size of the hospital, one of the hospitals near us, but I was going to a small clinic for my infusions. And so it's a tiny little clinic on the top of a office building. I'm bringing up weather. Here we go. It's trying to make me sign up for something. Okay. What is happening? Daily. Here we go. And try to get everything on the screen here. Okay. So, this is in Fahrenheit. Why is this in Fahrenheit? Settings, units. There we go. Okay. Fixed. We have it fixed. It's kind of warm tomorrow. Or today. No, that's today. It is. It's just gorgeous out. It said on my phone that there was some fog in the area when I was waking up, and I peeked out, but it was such a bright sun. It was hard to see. And then I saw just a little bit in the distance some fog, and I was like, oh, because there is so much wind here that there's less fog, because the country is so flat. There's no mountains anywhere. And so a lot of the fog, as long as there's no wind, it can kind of settle in. And there is some stagnant air sometimes, but also there's a lot of current that comes off of the North Sea that pushes it. So 17:10, 17:8. Ooh, 16:6. 17:9. 15:11. 17:13. 16:11. So yeah, it gets a little cool on Wednesday here. Cool in the morning. Yeah, mostly sun and kind of cloudy. And then the blanket comes in. This is what would happen in Seattle too. We get kind of a rain blanket with a little bit more moisture, and then it kind of warms up because the blanket is on us, kind of thing. So then I'm going to put my son's school schedule in. Let's see here. And we have 9:15. There's some kids playing across the street. And earlier. 8. Now Thursday though is, I need to get that schedule, so I'm just going to put sports day on there because they're going to another field, playing some sports. And then 9:15, and then 12:35. So we will put in. So those are fairly consistent. Sometimes he'll just be like, "Yeah, they canceled," and just pops on home early. But those are his typical. Now, I'm just thinking, I played around with the Faded Chronicle layouts, and I guess I can write on the side of the line of the box. So her days are not open like this. She has a line and then the numbers. Where can let me grab that real quick. So you'll see a video of this soon, but there's a line and then the numbers next to it. And so I'll have to see how I want to, do those layouts a little different, because this looks so nice. So nice and clean. So maybe I can kind of highlight the side or something. We'll see. Then I have 8:45. So I have my appointment there. I'm trying to think how I want to put this sticker. Just, I think, come from this side. Use as just a little flag there. And then there is something here. What is happening? Where am I? Tomorrow. That's right. Okay. So tomorrow from 3 to 5 are groceries being delivered. And then there is an evening. Okay, so this does start at 8:30. I'm going to write it here. And then they are done at 14. So I'll kind of just have that as its own thing. I'll have to translate it. So I think it's just a parent night. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go. Usually my husband has been going. I'll have to put that on his radar. I hurt my foot today. I've been running around cleaning yesterday, doing who knows what. And then for some reason, I get up after relaxing on the couch today and my foot just rolls slightly. So I don't know what happened. So I just got to heal up a little bit because I got to get to my thing here. I have really good shoes, so I am happy to, I got to put trash night here. So and I'm going to put a little, I think I'll put it like this one, so it'll come around here. We have to have it out by 7. There, that makes it look more consistent. And, okay. Where do I want to put my lists? I have tasks, to-dos. I think I want to put tasks here, to-dos here, chores, here, meals over here, and I do map out some of the layout that for Faded Chronicle that I was quite surprised of, and I'm kind of excited now to either use that or Sterling Ink next year. That's kind of my decisions that I'm trying to make. Okay. So, and what usually works for me is going backwards here. And that's the one thing about Faded Chronicle. This habits area, you get 2 of them. And I don't need to write out the days of the week or make boxes or anything. They're just there already, which is kind of nice. There. What else? Parent night, trash. Do I want to put a sticker on that? Probably not. Just a little note there is fine. But yeah, sports day is at 8:30. And I just gotta figure out when parent night is. Okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Lowering my stress levels. I guess the biggest thing, what I meant to say about stress levels is like, it's amazing. It's not just thoughts. Stress levels are way beyond thoughts. You can't help the stresses that are being put upon you, that are saying you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to be this way. I don't know. I feel like I am deprogramming a little bit over here, and it's really helped a lot. And there can be a lot of guilt in that too, of just circumstances. I can't even put into words. I don't know. I just, right now, when I'm feeling in my body, I know I have felt so much worse than this. And I'm amazed that I don't know if the meds that I took is just lasting so much longer, or if I really am de-stressed a lot. I did hear from my doctors that my symptoms could be a lot less here over time. And so I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's that or the meds just lasting long enough. Let's see, tomorrow will be 5 weeks, 6 weeks, since I was supposed to have meds, and I'm not on anything, besides one other med that is not related. I could be so much worse right now. I have been in the past. Like, my symptoms were so bad, but I know stress is a part of my disease, my chronic condition, and I don't know. I'll talk to the doctor more on Thursday and just kind of ask a little bit. But it's weird to, like, I'm not, you know your body, but then you don't quite know your body. It's like, I've known my body for so long. When I'm in the States, I'm like, I know what to expect when it was getting worse. Like I hopped around to a couple different meds, and I know when it was getting worse on one med. And so like I knew my version of myself there, but I don't quite know the version of myself here in many ways, right? In many ways. So I guess that's all I'm talking about. This is my third video, as I said, so I'm a little talked out. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is planner season. We're getting into it, and I should be getting a Sterling ink box in a couple weeks. I think it was just shipped out Friday, so it'll take a week to get in the system, and then probably a couple weeks to get here. And then Faded Chronicle will arrive probably late November, early December. It's going to take a while. And I have one other little planner that I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but ordered it locally here. So I think that's coming. I think they were going to send them out late October. So it should, anything shipped here locally, it's like shipping it within a state. In the States, like if I shipped it within Washington State, it should get there within a day. So yeah, some exciting things. I'll be sharing those with you, but I'll also have some other things coming up. So take care, everyone. Like this on the way out if you enjoyed this. Consider subscribing, and because we're just getting more and more into it here, into planner releases, but then also like prepping for the new year. And yeah, I'm excited for fall. Enjoy if you can, and take care, everyone. Bye.